Yeah. Talk to us about when you wanted to be a Panther, Lonzo, and what derailed that. I know the story, but some may not out there.
You know, in the '60s, man, it was like any other thing, dude. You see some things happening. You're a kid, you're a youngster. I wasn't a kid. I was a youngster. The Panthers looked pretty cool to me, man. They had on black leather jackets, and some of them they had a little clique on my street. They would march up and down the street, and you see them on the news, and it's just something. It just like the Crips and Bloods had the same attraction to the youngsters today. It had the same thing, and my mom wasn't going for it. My mom was a Martin Luther King supporter. You know, she was an anti-violence supporter, and you know the Panthers were on some fuck the police type shit back then. Okay, for real. Especially after they had that shootout on 54th. She's like, no, no. Okay? No, it ain't going down. So when you got these guys, these youngsters are making the news every day, fighting against the police couldn't stand them. And a lot of times they didn't do nothing, but they would still shoot up their buildings. I mean, what I'm saying is documented facts. Documented facts. Panther buildings, Panther officers would get shot up. A lot of times by the police. They would get harassed. Dude, that's a hard life to live, man. That's a hard life. Dude, it was hard enough. Look, when I was having my issues with the police at Eve After Dark, that was a bad time, dude. That was a bad time for me, man. And I didn't do nothing. Imagine you knowing that you got an organization that is hated by the police for whatever reason. Well, for obvious reasons, but you constantly have to have ministers of security and folks around you just to live. Dude, that ain't. And then when you think about that, you think about the same thing. And sometimes when it comes to gangster life, you got guys that have to live constantly looking over their shoulder. Man, you like a deer in the woods in hunting season. Dog, man, that ain't no way to live, Doc.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned something in pop culture also took your mind and many other Black kids' minds away from wanting to be a Panther, which was the Blaxploitation era.
Yeah.
Talk to the switch in that from going. You know, a lot of people like yourself switching from that to wanting to be Superfly kickboxing.
Well, you know, and when it happened to you, you see it again, you're like, damn, they did it again. When it happened in the 70s, we didn't know what was happening. Okay, I was 14, 15 years old, dude. I saw the Superfly album cover. Didn't see the movie because I couldn't go to the movie and see it. But we could buy the album. My partner, his brother was older. He had the album. And I saw this dude got this long hair, this maxi coat, and this fine chick in the bathtub. Oh, shit. I couldn't wait to get a bitch in the bathtub. I couldn't wait to get my hair pressed and curled, man. I mean, this is the influence that we had back then. And then the music, the Superfly soundtrack is dope as fuck. Come on, man. And you backing that up with Isaac Hayes, the whole vibe changed, man. The whole vibe of the streets changed. So 1 minute we are out there, fight the power, blah, 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 just like they did back in the 80s. Fight the power, Public Enemy, all that right there. Next thing you know, we fuck the police. And then we on some other shit. And that right there just it's the exact same thing. And all they did was turn this on ourselves. They did it back in the 70s, and they did it again. It made pimps and hoes be more popular, and it's the same thing you seeing right now. I do. It's the same shit. When you got hoes talking about the color of their ass and the color of their pussy, and that becomes a hit record, come on, dude. But y'all don't know that because y'all wasn't back there back then. Okay? I mean, I used to love going to see Pam Grier movies because all you got to do was say hello. She going to pop her titties out. Titties was not that popular back. It was very popular, but they wasn't that frequent back in the day. So when you Pam Grier, fight. Okay. That was my girl. I love them titties. Okay. So but that was how Black folks made money. They was talking about my man of the day, played Charleston Blue. What's his name? Come on, y'all. Damn.
Charleston Blue, is that what you said?
He played Biggie. He played Biggie Smalls in the Bill Cosby movie. Damn, what's his name? What's his real name? Y'all help me out. Damn, I know it too because it was talking about he was a trained actor. He was damn.
All right, so it's from Let's Do It Again, right?
Let's do it again.
Okay, let's keep it going. Clyde Williams,
Nah.
Billy Foster, Calvin Lockhart.
Calvin Lockhart. Calvin
There you
Lockhart.
go.
Calvin Lockhart became one. He was the pretty boy of all the black exploitation movies. He was a pretty gangster. Okay, they was talking about how Calvin Lockhart was a trained thespian back in the day. Went to all them high-powered acting schools, but when it came to getting paid, he ended up playing black exploitation movies because that's all they was giving folks back in the day. That was how they used the that's how they used the talents of black folks back in the day. Through the good, all the talented people. I mean, you had some folks doing some good things, but for the most part, the movies they was putting the money behind was the black exploitation movies, the dope dealer, the pimp, the blah blah blah, and the same thing. The brother that played Willie he was paid a pimp, Willie something another. He was a highly trained actor as well. But all he could get was roles playing pimps. Morgan Freeman slapped the shit out of a chick in the movie, pimping. Slapped the shit out of him. He was a gorilla pimp. Morgan Freeman. Okay, so you got all these guys who've had all this training, but because just like today, people ask the question, do you think that record companies are promoting this? They've been doing it for decades. They just took it off the movies and put it into the records. Willie Dynamite. Thank you, what's that? Rashmir
Jones.
Much love, Rashmir. Willie Dynamite. Thank you. Willie Dynamite was a very talented actor, a highly trained actor, but they wasn't paying them for number pimps. Same thing like the female actresses. They were trained in Juilliard and other schools, and when it came to get the job, you got to put on this pimp. Hollywood Shuffle, that's exactly what was had to do. It's been going on for decades. And it's the same thing we see. All the records that get played, if you ain't talking about what the color of your asshole is or doing some stupid shit, you can't get no airplay. Come on, man. This ain't nothing new. One thing about the playbook, it's the same playbook. Been the same playbook for 50 years. Playbook for 50 years. It ain't changed. Only thing changed, they took it out the movies. Movies are expensive to make. They gave it to records. Movies are expensive. Movies have always been expensive to make. But you can do it with records now? Shit. And you can do it in your bathroom, and you ain't got to give a nigga a budget? You got